You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in because we're going to take a close look at the Twin Play classic game console from our friends from China. Yeah, they have released so many of these new plug and play devices. I can say that is going to be the year 2021 of the plug and play retro game systems from AliExpress. So I'm especially interested in this one because these controllers look really nice. And I was more like, what can we expect for the money? I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I think it's going to be more like the 8-bit system I've seen before. But let's open it up and let's see what we're going to get inside. Alright guys, so let's take a close look what's inside. We're going to get two controllers, the dongle of course, and we're going to get the micro USB cable, and this is needed for giving this freaking dongle thing a little bit of a juice, because plug and play, it doesn't work with the HDMI only connected. Okay, inside we're going to get the manual of course, the toilet paper manual like always. It's also included in English language, very convenient. Sometimes you're just going to give you this. But it gives you a quick explanation what you can do with it and what you can do with it. And for example, you don't lick it or you can smell it, what I'm always doing. Yeah, doesn't smell chemical. Nevertheless, let's take a close look at the dongle itself, because here I'm very curious about. It comes with an SD card inside, so I am guessing that we can add new games. Yeah, 128 MB. Yeah, no, seriously, you hear it correctly, 128 MB. Nevertheless, even if you want to add games, but it's more like 8-bit stuff all over again. The form factor, I'm curious if this thing plugs in my television, because most of these things are too thick and will not fit. Here we're having the micro USB port, and by the way, there is no USB. And the problem with this is if you're going to get any problems with the, let's say, the receiver or the controllers, you have a big problem. So the controllers itself, I like them, man. Oh, they are so super cute. And this color, wow, it basically hurts my eyes, damn it. But the controls, they are very tiny and they almost weigh nothing. The D-pad is a very long travel one and it is super clickish. We're having shoulder buttons, but what I'm mostly doing with these 8-bit stuff is more like the A and B are the normal buttons, or that depends a little bit how they configure it. And then we're having turbo buttons and turbo buttons. So you can basically play different ways. Select start. These will work on normal batteries, 2 times AAA. And we're having the switch for turning it on and off. Yeah. Kind of weird switch, by the way. Oh man, that doesn't feel as right. Okay, so let's grab myself some batteries and let's plug it in. Alright, so let's remove the cable itself and let's plug in the dongle, because I'm very curious if this thing's going to fit. Yep, and this one is going to fit. That's a great thing. Next up, what we're going to do is plug in the USB cable and give this thing some juice. With my monitor it does work, but sometimes take consideration that not all the service port, that's basically what it is most of the time, that it will give you a 5 volt, so you need to use a separate power supply. Okay, so let's plug in this baby and let's see if something is happening. Okay, so the system has been booted up, and what I like about it is when you're booting it up in HDMI port, automatically goes on. So we're having here the menu. I have seen this before simply with the NES clones I've reviewed some while back. So having action, shoot, sport, fighting, racing and puzzle games. Nevertheless, they basically ripped off every single character you can think of. So let's take a close look at action. Press start button. Then we're going to get more like this really weird menu. This annoying tune. But the collection itself, it's more like a mixed bag with all kinds of familiar games, but also with some really cheapy and weird looking homebrew games. Okay, pressing A, it will load up. And this is exactly the stuff that I mean. Horrible. So let's try the shooting games. Now, of course it's going to be Contra. Everything is 8-bit. There are quite some familiar games, a lot of homebrew games I personally haven't seen before. Okay, so a tiny list. Okay, let's go to sports game. Hot Blood, the stuff that I'm always going to find on 8-bit handhelds and the NES clones. Okay, so let's go to the fighting games. Let's see what kind of fighting games you have chosen. Double Dragon, Turtles 2 and 3. Where's Turtles 1? Sometimes I also notice that they are using weird names, and especially what's really annoying that they're putting the games on the different categories. So like say we're going to get fighting games in the puzzle. So only 3001, racing games 2901. You can hear me pressing, but somehow my controller is not really responding. It's freaking awful. Okay, let's go to the puzzle game. Angry Birds 2. There are some games here that have nothing to do with puzzle. But you can see that this is just the biggest list. 375 games. But there are so many freaking awesome games. Come on, respond. Come on, you bloody thing. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of the games. It's just one big piles of games. No alphabetic order, nothing. By the way, no search function. So this is basically just a freaking nightmare in my opinion. So what I did notice is that all the games have more like this weird filter over it. It doesn't look that pixelated. And it always goes into widescreen. So the emulator that is pre-installed on this dongle will not be on 4x3. But of course I can put my monitor in 4x3 if I want to, but... Fun thing is that my controller is such a piece of crap that it's delaying like crazy. It's not even responding. The feel itself for a smaller controller is not bad at all. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare playing with this horrible D-pad. So let's have what happens when I'm pressing the shoulder buttons. Okay, they're just turbo buttons. Oh, my turbo function stopped working. Oh no, it doesn't even ripple. It doesn't do anything anymore. Oh man, this is just a nightmare. You just throw a knife in my balls. And in my face. The sound itself is not bad at all. I really don't like this filter. I just want to have the 8-bit stuff. Huh. Normally I'm always pressing the wrong button with this game. Fun fact is that I'm holding the controller closer to the television. And now I have this feeling it responds way better. Oh crap. Oh crap. The water. Come on, I want to boost. Yeah. Okay, so before we're going to round up this video, we just needed to play a very weird game. So let's play this from Angry Birds 2. I don't know if they made this game from scratch or is this a rip-off from an original game. So if you know, let me know in the comments. And the controller is way better responsive now when I'm holding it closer by the television again. I have no idea what the point of this game is, but whatever. Let's go on. Woo! I have no idea where I'm going. Why do I have this feeling I messed it up now? Oh yeah. Oh crap. Okay guys, what do I think of this plug and play solution? So it's just a really next generation of 8-bit handhelds, game consoles, simply because there are, as you can say, they are evolving. And I mean with this is more like they're finding new ways to sell the 8-bit stuff. Because in the previous videos I've made in the last couple of years, most of the time were NES clones, Super NES clones, PlayStation 1 mini clones, and now we're having the dongles. Yeah, so this is just a new way for 2021, and there are a lot of the different ones out there. So I want to check them out just to see which one is decent enough for your money. I think it will be more like a collectible value item. The controllers are super cute and they play not bad when it comes to the control touch. I have played with better controllers. This is more like a cheap controller normally that you buy for $5. You need to compare that with those controllers. The range of the dongle and the television and the control, it's just a freaking nightmare. If I'm holding it too far, it doesn't have any good, let's say, communication. So in my opinion, that is not a really good deal. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, become one of the Wicked family. And I will see you in the next video.